I just really hope that you think of me. I just really hope that you think of me. I just really hope that you think of me. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing. This might just be my
My first impression of Truman was kind of a little confusing because when I first met Truman, it was during Saturday school because he'd gotten referral for whatever reason he got referral to. And then 2 years later, he ended up in my class, and I was very surprised. He actually was being an actually diligent worker in his labs and paying attention, and when he's not fooling around with his brother and all the other football players in class, he actually is a pretty decent student.
Is it going? Okay, so first impression of you, Truman. I thought you were really quiet, like a quiet little Asian boy, and I just thought that you were kind of weird, and I thought you had an accent, but I guess you didn't. That's it.
Oh, Truman Nguyen. So I've known you for a while, since the Monroe days, and who you really are is you're a really nice guy. You generally have a good heart. You have a nice family. You come from a soft-spoken family, but yeah, I've seen you get from kind of like the shy, timid Truman to a guy who's actually really himself. And I think you are a great character. You're a funny guy, and you're just a really, really good friend. You're an honest, good friend, and I appreciate having you in my life.
When I met Truman, he was very fat. But so was I. We were just young lads in middle school. Horrible days. That was a really bad time for us. But now, he's tall, and so am I. We're at it. Eye level, head level, top ear level, everything. Waist level, this is good stuff. He plays football. He's really good at it. He wears tall socks every day. He looks really good in them. Gosh, we're such good pals. I'm so happy that I met you.
My first impression of Truman, this guy was Asian, so, back in the day in middle school, first impression with him that he was really smart. And he's a really cool guy. He's just really nice. He's hella chill, he's still chill, and he laughs at everything, which is pretty cool. Impression of him now, well, I heard Truman gets laid a lot. That's the news coming around, dude. I don't really know, so that's what I heard, so I guess he's a player. Pretty much it, man. Truman stays true, dude.
Hey, so my first impression of Truman was, damn, this fool's raw at football. My new impression of Truman is, damn, he loves orange sauce.
Wait, those cakes in the background.
No, but for real, I love Truman. Truman's hella funny. I love your sense of humor, dog. Yeah, Taylor getting to die.
Okay, so I met you freshman year, and you were really shy. I thought you were hella quiet, and because you were Asian, I thought maybe you were really smart or something. You were just really timid, and then now you broke out of your shell, man. You blossomed, and now you're hella funny. You're super outgoing, and you're loud, and you're always like, hey everybody, but before you never said hi, but now you do. That's it.
Go.
My main man Truman, True Deezy. We met in the beginning this year, and I was like, man, that dude's really cool. He plays football, he's a boss, and he always does this.
Hey.
Alright, Truman is probably the funniest person at the school, one of the funniest people at the school, and cool guy. He talks a lot about dancing and DMX. He does this all the time. And he plays football. He's pretty good at football. And I can't do this as Brendan.
Truman. Truman puts on this act that he's all tough and a football player and he's hella raw, but really he's just a doll inside, and he's really nice, and he needs to finish Jessica's quest because he's lagging, but he's really lazy and chill too, so it's all good.
When I first saw Truman, I thought he was a pretty big Asian kid. I mean, they don't get that high. And then he was really quiet when I first saw him. But as I got to know him, kind of opened up more. He's really funny. He makes a lot of jokes. I like the joke about Brian, the cell phone, the cellular device. That was pretty funny. And yeah.
So, hi. My first impression of Truman, I don't have one because I've known him forever, but what I think of Truman is that he's a very nice lad who deserves nothing but the best and is so sweet and will never hurt a soul and cares about everyone.
So, my first impression of Truman, I remember that I kind of knew of him in PE, but I didn't really know who he was. And then one time on Xbox Live, I was playing with my friend Philip, and he joined in, and it was just like, he's just like, Kevin Collins? I was like, who are you? And he's like, I'm Truman nguyen. And then ever since, we've been playing Xbox. And then it turns out that I met him in real life, like actually met him in PE, and turns out he's a really cool guy.
Okay, my first impression of Truman was that you're just like some weird, quiet kid in the back of Spanish class. You like didn't do anything. You just had your headphones in. I was like, no one. You didn't even talk to anyone. So I just thought you're kind of weird.
Right, and now he's really sweet. He's hella cool. I wish we were closer because he seemed really nice. Yeah.
My first impression of Truman, he's really weird, but nice, friendly, cute, handsome, sexy. Yeah.
Okay, my first impression of Truman was, even though some people might say he doesn't look approachable, I think Truman looks very approachable. He is like a big teddy bear. You just want to hug him. He's always smiling, his chinky eyes. I just think Truman is what you first get from him. He is a really nice guy and huggable.
Very huggable. My first impression of Truman was he was never in my kindergarten class, and he says he was. He obviously eats all the food at his house because his brother's like this tall, and he's overall a decent guy, and he likes to think he knows all the slaps. That's it.
How's that make?
So now, okay. What was I saying? Oh, Truman nguyen now. Nguyen. Truman is a fun guy, and he's a great kid, and he likes to play football, and all he talks about is football, like he's good at it or something, but he's not, and like he always says he's gonna fight me, but he won't because he knows I'll win. It's really weird, but yeah, he's a cool kid.
So my first impression of Truman was that he was Asian, so I just automatically thought he was really, really smart. And he played football, which was interesting, because I was a freshman and I was like, Asian playing football, that's different. Different, I didn't say weird, it's different. But now that I've gotten to know you, I think you're really, really good at football. I think you could be smart if you focused more, but you just decide not to. And I say that about everyone though. And then, no, that's just my like opinion about a lot of people. If you focus. And I think that you're really good at drama, you're a good actor, and you're an awesome person. So thanks for being my friend, Truman.
Hey, when you first see Truman nguyen, all you see is just a fun-loving kid who just wants to be himself and play football and have a good time. But when you really get to know Truman, he's just a great kid. He's always been there for me. Even when I needed him most, he was there. You know, he'll tell me when I'm doing the wrong thing, when I'm being whack, and he just tells me the truth even when it hurts to hear it. He lets me park in his driveway when there's no parking spots at the mall. And his mom makes great food for me. His little brother beats me in Modern Warfare. He's my friend for life. We have so many inside jokes and we're just great, and Sean needs to shut up before I kill him. And you can edit that part out. But Truman, I love you, man. Keep up the good work.
I'm looking forward to the memories of right now. Never forgetting from where I came, and no matter where I'm headed, I promise to stay the same. I'm just